What went wrong? Is it because of the environment where you grew up, or is it because of your parents who scolded you for every little mistake you made? Is it your lack of motivation, or is it your lack of discipline that still stops you from achieving greatness? Here are reasons that shed light on why we are still unsuccessful and broke in our life. 1. Principle. This may be the most important reason why we are still unsuccessful and broke. We don't live according to our values and principles. We live according to our emotions. If something feels or seems pleasurable, we go for it despite a part of us knowing this is not the right thing to do. That someone may not be a person, that someone may be your mind. And most of the time, it is your mind telling us to do things we regret later. This mind is none other than our subconscious mind. It prefers things that we are habituated with. This is why we fall into our old patterns despite some progress in our lives. Once you start living according to your values and principles, you will not fall for that old trick of your subconscious mind. You will do what is right, different from what your emotions tell you to do. The more you do this, the better you will become. 2. Basic and priority. But how to live according to our principles? We sometimes do things despite knowing that they will bring negative consequences in our lives, yet we still do it. For example, playing video games a lot affects your work schedule, and it becomes very difficult to control that habit. You promise every day that you will be more productive and play less from tomorrow, but you fail to do that. This is because you fail to apply your principles to the basic things of your life. When we think about improving our lives, we always focus on priorities like becoming more productive, eating healthy, etc. We apply our principles in the areas that matter most, but neglect the basics. The basics like making your bed in the morning, cleaning your dishes, keeping the clothes in their proper places, or arranging your shoes and all the other small things that don't matter much in our lives are ignored. But you may be thinking, what's the point of wasting our time on these unimportant tasks? The answer is developing our character. Our actions generate from our character. 3. Goal and process-oriented mindset. Most of us have goal-oriented mindsets, and nothing is wrong with that. Since childhood, we were constantly taught to focus on our goals or results. If we did something, it was only because we were supposed to achieve something. After all these years of conditioning, it becomes impossible to do anything without reason. If we play guitar, we want to practice every day because someday we will play fluently and perhaps play and sing in front of others. If we join the gym, someday we will have a great physique. If we sit down for our study or try to write a paper or something else, we first create a blueprint that we will work 8 hours, practice 12 hours, etc. Of course, this mindset makes sense, and in our society, this mindset to achieve our goal is prevalent. Many self-help books and motivational videos preach that if you visualize your goals every day and imagine that you already have them, you can achieve anything in your life. But this goal-oriented approach has many disadvantages. A person with low self-confidence and low self-respect will only generate stress and guilt through this mindset. The visualization will only give temporary happiness or motivation to that person, but it will wear off sooner or later. 4. Mental barriers. I cannot be successful because I have never achieved much in my life. I always have bad luck whenever I try to start a new project. God doesn't love me. Why does it happen to me every time? I am too old to do that. I always have negative thoughts and L can't stop them. I can't think positively all the time, which may ruin my progress. What if I tell you that having negative thoughts are natural, like failing the exam or failing to achieve your goals? You may be surprised if you pay attention to the voice in your head. It will tell you the most logical and appropriate things based on your past events and memories. But guess what? Nothing is true except the action you take at this moment. If your brain thinks that you can't do something you like, it's okay to think that way. You don't need to fight against it. Perhaps it's true that you couldn't achieve what you wanted, but that doesn't stop you from taking action at this very moment. You can take any action because you are not taking it in the future or the past. You are taking it right now. The more you do it, your mindset will start to change, and you will stop thinking about the outcome.